Hello everybody. So today I am going to be talking to you about when you travel. Since the world is opening up again slowly, people are more likely to go on trips, which is what I'm doing. I'm going on a 5-day vacation to Utah to spend some time with my family. But yeah, that means I have to have a pet sitter come and watch Ginny, which is so sad. I hate leaving her, but it's okay. I know she's gonna be in great hands. So this is what you can do. Basically everything. I won't be showing me doing everything physically, but I made a little checklist you can follow if you would like. If you want to have somewhere to start or something like that, I have everything in this video ready for you. So thank you so much, and I hope you enjoy. I hope this helps. If it does or doesn't, or you have any comments, feedback, I would love to hear it in the comments down below. Without further ado, here we go. Alrighty, so I made a little checklist just to help you if you're stuck and don't know where to start preparing for your trip. Here is my checklist that I followed. Of course, you can change it to however you want. This is just my basic outline. So first, we have to clean the enclosure. I recommend not doing this until the night before or the morning before you go, depending on what time you go, because rabbits are very messy. If you do it 2 days before, you're more than likely gonna have to clean it again because it got messy. So I recommend doing it the night before. Next, we have to buy veggies at the store. Make sure you get a good variety of vegetables, but not ones that your rabbit can only have part of the time, like a piece of fruit like a banana or a blueberry. Don't have that as your main thing because rabbits shouldn't eat that much of fruit since they're high in sugar. But your pet sitter won't know that, so maybe stick to the basics like romaine, kale, stuff like that, so that it's easier for your pet sitter and it's healthier for your rabbit. Next, I have to prepare your vegetables. I'm going to be chopping mine up into small pieces just so it's easier for Ginny to be scatter fed and to put in her toys, like her baby cups and her tube hang things, I guess you could call it. They don't really have a name. But yeah, just so that it's easier and simpler, and it's already ready to go before the pet sitter gets here, so she doesn't have to do as much work. So yeah. Next is make a what to do list. So I did this and I'm gonna show you in the next part of the video, but it's basically instructions for what to do when she comes over. So I just gave a list that's simple, easy. Ginny will not be free roaming in my room those couple of days that I am gone, just because it's a lot of extra work and she's already doing a lot for Ginny, so I don't want her to go super out of her way, because that's a lot to ask. So just a little disclaimer there. But next is print out the list. I like to print it out just so that she can have a paper copy, make notes, do whatever she wants, highlights it, I don't know. And she can always have it at the house when she's here and she doesn't have to like pull it up on her phone or anything. It's just easier to make a paper list, and that is what I recommend. Next is to get money for your pet sitter. The amount of money varies from person to person. It really just depends on what you prefer and what you do. So I forgot to add one more thing that we'll talk about later, but it's just to have a mini lesson on what to do for your rabbits. When the pet sitter comes, have them come over a day or two before and make sure they know where everything is, where the hay is, where the litter box is, where their food is, where to put the food. Make sure you know everything, that they know everything, they get the gist, because if they don't, that is not good. So just, you want to know everything. You also want your rabbit to get familiar with that person, just so that they're not super spooked when they come over. Of course, it is a new face, but it's a lot easier on your rabbit. And next is clean the free roaming space. If you free roam or clean your play space. So I'm going to be cleaning my room tonight just because that's her free roaming space, and just because I don't want to get it all dirty. So just so that it's clean, nice, you come back to a nice clean space for your rabbit. So yeah, that's about it. Okay, so I made a Google document of all the instructions for my sister's friend who will be caring for Ginny when I am gone. I will be gone 4 to 5 days, but in that time, just a disclaimer, Ginny will not be coming inside because I do a lot of extra work for Ginny to come inside, if that makes sense, and that's a lot of work for my sister's friend to do when she's taking care. Just a quick note that I saw during editing, but I realized that I said coming inside for playtime and stuff like that. I meant inside my room because she does not live in my room, so she comes inside my room for playtime, and that's what I meant by coming inside. So if any of you were confused, hopefully now you're not. Care of Ginny already and taking care of all of my pets, both of my dogs, both of my cats, my sister's hamster, and my sister's bearded dragon. So I want to keep things as simple as possible, but still get Ginny her regular stuff. Also, another disclaimer before we start, in the background, Ginny is in the room with me, so if you hear crinkling, that is her. So first, I made it very clear that this is rabbit care because she will be caring for all of my other pets, like I've said before, so I really wanted to make it clear that this is the rabbit packet. So in the morning, I have lettuce in the outside refrigerator door just so that she doesn't get it mixed up with any other food. And so I said you can use kale in the regular refrigerator for Ginny too, because we have kale in the regular refrigerator for my sister's bearded dragon, but that is also to be used for Ginny. About 1 cup of chopped veggies, and feed it in the fun feeder dish, which I showed you guys earlier. Toilet paper tube hang thing on her little door. If you guys are interested in learning how to make one, you can check out one of my craft videos. It'll be linked in the iCard above and at the end of this video. inside baby cups, put them inside the baby cups, and she has to tip them over to get that. That's a great way to stimulate her brain. And just basically whatever gets her moving, working for food. I really want to stimulate her mind since she won't be physically stimulated very much. And then just refill the water dish and make sure it's enough clean water, make sure there's no chemicals, dirt, anything in there. Ginny has like a second level to her enclosure, so I have the hay box and litter box up there. Oh, here comes Ginny now. And make sure to have the lid on tight to her hay bin because she likes to rip it off and spill the hay everywhere. Yeah. If you want to know how to make that, I also have a video linked up in the iCard. I think it's a pretty good sturdy one. It's just that Jenny gets a little over, just very crazy, and she likes to get it off somehow. I have no idea how she does it. And then just check and make sure her enclosure is nice and everything is where it should be because rabbits love to move things around. And then optional, but if her floor gets messy, she can use the little broom, and I have right there to sweep it up. Next, in the middle of the day, this is optional. I'll put that it's optional because I won't do that. Okay. So for the optional middle of the day, I don't do this always, but it's always kind of fun to do it for me. But I'm at school some of the days, so I can't do it. But to get 2 sticks of cilantro, or like a half of a leaf of lettuce, and give that to her as a little snack. Scatter feed or do something to stimulate her brain again. She has dried apple leaves on the kitchen counter that you can sprinkle a little bit around her enclosure or in a toy like her willow tunnel or her baby toys or something like that. Props to Cavies 101 again. She made Ginny a little random act of kindness gift. She made her some apple sticks and some apple dried leaves, if you want to call it that. But I want to thank Katie for that. Ginny really appreciates it, and she loves it so much. And then check and make sure water dish needs refilling again. We don't want any dirt to get in there, because that's not good. In the evening, I literally just copied and pasted what I had in the morning, just down here. It's the same thing. Feed 1 cup of things, stimulate her brain, refill the water, make sure it's clean, check hay box upstairs, make sure she has enough hay, and then check to make sure that everything is in the right place and Ginny doesn't need it, and if the floor is really dirty, she can clean it up a bit. So that is all I have on my document. Now we are going to print it so she has a paper thing. Also, you don't have to make this perfect because you can always add in side notes earlier or later when you want to have it on paper. So, yeah. Printed it off. I have 2 sheets of paper. As you can see, it says the evening down here, and the second part is the evening list. This is exactly what I showed you earlier on my iPad. I took a screen recording of it, but yeah. So that's about it. You can highlight stuff, make a key appear if you really wanted to. I don't think it's like a necessity though. So yeah, there you go. her bed. It was really dirty. And then I cleaned the placemat and her fun feeder over here, and then I have a new water bowl coming. I'll put it in just a minute, but it's not quite ready. And then I just have this toy and her stackable cups I got for her birthday. They just stack on right onto the top. If you want to get them, they're just on Amazon. Anywhere you can find baby stuff, I guess. So yeah, and that's not the completed product, but it is what I have so far. I also just cut up a sheet of cardboard and put little stick things on, like fringes, so she can just play with that, rip them. I don't care, it's a piece of cardboard. So yeah, that's what I have done so far. I am not done yet. Here is my new water dish. It's not really new. It used to be Ginny and Mario's salad bowl, but then I decided to switch to a more interactive bowl. So you can see my fun feeder here. But now it is their water dish because my other one didn't hold enough water and I just didn't really like it. It was really light, so Ginny now throws it. So this is mine. I got it from Cavies 101 for my birthday. Thank you, Katie. I greatly appreciate it. So yeah.